Hari Om children. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is variety and the depth of diversity. This chapter is from civics portion. So which all question we are going to focus today are as follows. What do you mean by variety? Where do you find it around you? And what is the role of variety in our life? So let's start with the first question. What do you mean by variety? Let's take one example. If you want to buy a toy, what you will do? You will go to the market, you will go to one shop and you will ask the shopkeeper, show me some toys. Why you will say, show me some toys? You can say, give me a toy, because you want to take one toy only, but you are asking for many toys. Show me some toys. Why you are saying this? Because you want to see the variety of toys he has kept in the shop. So variety helps us to choose also. So what have you understood by this example? Variety means of different types. Variety means of different types. Of different types. So it's clear to you, I think. Now let's move to our next question. Where do you find it around you? Around you means here in your society. When you move out in the society, you find many type of people around you. Tall, short, fair, dark. Even in the food also you find lots of variety. Sweet, sour, North Indian food, South Indian food. So we have variety in the food also. Same way in the language also. Same way, the different part of India, the people of different part of India, they wear different type of clothes also. So we find variety all around us. Even in the ability also, physical ability, some can carry much load, some can carry less load. So variety means of different type, people of different type, languages of different type, clothing of different type, food of different type. So difference in all these things. In another word we can say that variety means in many ways or of many ways. Suppose if you are having same kind of food every day, if you are wearing same kind of clothes, and if you are moving to different part of countries to see some different kind of landform, you want to enjoy the scenic beauty of mountains, scenic beauty of plateau. But if we are not having the variety of landform, how can we enjoy this? And we could not have gone to those places because of those things, because of the variety, because of the difference. We are moving to those places to enjoy that difference. And when we listen to another's views, another's thoughts, what happens? It enriches our knowledge, it enriches our intelligence. So we should always welcome the other's thought also, and it is up to us which thought we want to take and which we don't want to take. So this is another outlook of the variety. Now I think you must have learned till now about the variety. So children, we should always welcome others' thought also, because it may enrich our intelligence and our knowledge. So variety is the thing which is making our Indian culture so rich and so varied. Now here I understood what is the meaning of diversity. I am repeating it again. Diversity is a set of differences and variety. Now let's see diversity in human society. Diversity in human society. This is the fact of human society, that we all have the diversity around us. If we talk about Indian society, let's take an example of farmer. What is the work of farmer? Farmer cultivates the crop. So he cultivates a crop for himself and for the society. Now is it enough for him to cultivate the crop? If he is having the crop, if he is having the food to eat, but rest of the things also he needs to live. He needs house, he needs dresses, he needs education, he needs medical facilities. so many other things also he needs in life to lead it properly. So for that he is depending upon the other people of the society. Like for education, he is depending on the school, the teachers. For medical facility, he is depending on the doctors and hospitals. And for other things like equipments, he is using for the cultivation also. For that also he is depending on the society. For everything he is depending on other people. Only one thing he is doing, that is the cultivation of the crops. That is not least important, that is very important. But he has to get another facilities also to lead life properly. So this way we can see that diversity is there in the human society. So in this way we can say that man is a social animal. That means man cannot live without society. It is the society which help man to live comfortably. And in the society we are having so many social groups. We are living in the society with so many social groups. But essentially speaking, we all are humans. Now, if we talk about India, India is a vast land of different regions, and each region has its own language, own culture, own food habits, own dressing styles. But all these diversities, they are not making India separate. India is united as one nation, and there is unity in diversity. Though historical and geographical factors have influenced our diversity, but it has not separated us. We are still united as one nation. We are standing united as one nation. Now let us take one example. I have taken here example of Jammu and Kashmir, which is in the extreme north, and another I have taken the example of Tamil Nadu, which is in the extreme south. So though they are having different type of languages, they are following different religion, they are having different occupation, but we are still united as one nation. We are not separated from north to south, from east to west. We are united as one nation. And this phrase, the phrase you must have heard, unity in diversity, it has been given by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who was our first Prime Minister. So we are united as a nation. Diversity is adding the variety to us, our culture. Okay. So let's take one example. Let's take this example. So look at this. The first point is language, and which all languages are spoken in Jammu and Kashmir? Urdu, Dogri, and Kashmiri. Whereas in Tamil Nadu we speak Tamil. Religion which is followed in Jammu and Kashmir are Islam, Hindu, Buddhism, and Sikhism. Whereas in Tamil Nadu it is Hinduism, Christianity, and Islam. Occupation, if we look at the occupation, the main occupation in Jammu and Kashmir is tourism because of its scenic beauty, and cattle rearing and animal husbandry and weaving. Now look at the occupation in Tamil Nadu. Here we have heavy engineering, we have vehicle manufacturing. Let's take another point. Traditional heritage, Pashmina shawls, firans, carpets and saffron. These are given to us by Jammu and Kashmir, whereas Tamil Nadu has given us Kanjivaram silk saris. Then festivals, if we talk about here, Eid ul-Fitr, Baisakhi and Lohri, these are the main festivals which are celebrated in Jammu and Kashmir. Whereas in Tamil Nadu, we celebrate Pongal. Then come to the dance. Dance, here we have Dumbal and Rof, and here we have Bharatnatyam. So many differences are there, but still India is united as one, from north to south and from east to west. So children, next topic which we will see here is the factors influencing the diversity in India. So there are two types of factors, geographical and historical. If we look at the geographical factors, as you know, geographical factors, which are the things which are making the geography of any of the country, that is mountain, plains, valley, desert, rivers, etc. So people who are living in the mountains, they must be having different sort of food habits, different type of clothing, different type of occupation according to their region. And if people who are living in plains, they must be having different food habits according to the vegetation which is grown over there, according to the crop which is been grown over there. So these are the factors which are making the diversity in India. If we look at another factor, that is historical. So from the different part of the globe, people have visited India and they have brought their culture also, like Mughals, Portuguese, Dutch, British, French, Norwegians. These are the people who visited India. Some of them have made colonies over here. They have ruled our country and they have brought their own culture, their own food habits, their own clothing and their own style, and then they enriched our culture also. So this is how these are the two factors which have a great impact over the diversity on making the diversity in India. So children, I hope you must have understood what is variety, what is its role in our life, what is diversity, and what are the factors which influence the diversity in India. So thank you for now.